other people that were seriously considered to play Fanny Brice in Funny Girl, and then the other women that were considered to play Dolly in Hello, Dolly?
Sure. In terms of Funny Girl, Barbra Streisand took a long time to be the first choice, but she was always in the running as the second choice. You know, it's either going to be Anne Bancroft or Barbra Streisand. It's either going to be Mary Martin or Barbra Streisand. You know, it's either going to be Edie Gourmet or Barbra Streisand. It was always that. She was always in second place, and things. Carol Burnett was offered it too, and she said, "No, I'm not Jewish. It's not right." Mary Martin, of course, was not Jewish either, but she considered it more strongly. And one of the reasons she was so considered was the fact that Fanny Brice's actual daughter wanted Mary Martin to play her. Anne Bancroft was the girlfriend for a while of Bob Merrill. And that's how that happened, that she was going to do it for a while. And Julie Stein, the composer, didn't think this was such a good idea. And as a result, he made the score so difficult to sing that Anne Bancroft realized she couldn't sing it. Well, it was all for the best anyway, because Anne Bancroft and Bob Merrill broke up, you know, and it would have been just horrible if they had to work together every day. So that was a big problem there. And meanwhile, Streisand's career is building, because she started in '62 in a musical called I Can Get It For You Wholesale, where she really had one big number, but it tore down the house. And then she started singing at the Bonsoir and the Village Vanguard and places like that. And Julie Stein discovered her, and he used to go every night with people that she was in. If it was a 2-week engagement, he was there every night saying, "Don't you think this girl is great? This is the one we have to have." Nobody knows who she is. But as time was going, she got her own album, and then her second album, they reached the charts. And she also, the big thing for her was singing at a Kennedy event, Happy Days Are Here Again, which was considered the Democratic theme song. And that really helped her too tremendously. So eventually they had to give in. But Margaret Stein, Julie's wife, said to me, "I remember at the time that Fanny Brice's daughter was furious. She never liked Barbra Streisand. I'm not talking as a person. Nobody likes Barbra Streisand as a person. But as an artist, no, she is not playing my mother. That is it. That's all there is to it. You know, but eventually even she lost, and she was married to the producer, Ray Stark, who's a big name in Hollywood as the years go on, but at that time he was just starting out, so it was very, it was touch and go there. Really, I saw Funny Girl in Boston, ironically enough, on January 16th, 1964, the actual same night that Dolly was opening on Broadway. And this was the show I was looking forward to more than any other in the history of my life, because I had seen I Can Get It For You Wholesale, and I knew this Barbra Streisand was going to be a star. It was a year and a half before I knew how to pronounce her name, because I was telling everybody on my street, all the kids on my street, when this cast album comes up, I want you to hear this song. And I was growing up in suburban Arlington, Massachusetts. There were no Jews on the street, and when I played Miss Marmalstein, 14 seconds into it, I knew I'd made a terrible mistake. I was the laughing stock of the neighborhood, and believe me, when Streisand was at Madison Square Garden, I wanted to see Richie Bates and Donnie Mahoney and Cosmo Nardello again to say, yeah, look, $350 a seat, you know, Madison Square Garden, and people are fighting to get in. I think I was right. But anyway, I was looking forward to Funny Girl so much, and believe me, when I went that night, I couldn't wait for the damn thing to be over. It was like 3.5 hours, and I still remember when she came out to sing The Music That Makes Me Dance, which is a glorious song, but I didn't know that yet. I thought, oh no, it's not over yet. And I'm thinking, my God, this is the one I've looked forward to more than anyone else, anything else in my life. And I can't wait for the thing to be over. The most interesting thing to me about Funny Girl is after it left Boston and went to Philadelphia. Now, there it was trying out there, and it wasn't doing well either. Now they're talking about replacing Garson Kanin, the director, with Jerome Robbins, and Jerome Robbins says, okay, I'll come in. He had turned it down earlier. Bob Fosse was doing it for a while. Imagine Bob Fosse doing Funny Girl. That seems odd to me. I don't see his style in that piece at all. But anyway, they knew they were in trouble, and instead of coming right to Broadway, they were supposed to open February 27th. What they did instead was stay in Philadelphia. Okay, you say, no big deal. No, the point is anyone can whistle had booked the theater, so what they did in Philadelphia was move to a different theater in Philadelphia. And this was a great thing for Philadelphians, because everybody who couldn't get in to see it at the Forest Theater suddenly had all these thousands of tickets available, and they were gone in 36 hours, because everybody knew that they wanted to see this Barbra Streisand lady. Yeah, wow.